Now, just over 2 weeks to go until the start of the Netball World Cup. England Netball have today announced a tri-series with Australia that will take place next year, all live on Sky Sports. Now, the three-match series will get underway January the 20th. That's at Liverpool's Echo Arena. 2 fixtures at London's Copper Box. That's on January the 22nd and 24th. Australia, the current world and Commonwealth champions, last visited England in 2013. They won that one 3-0. Well, for more on this and to preview the World Cup, delighted we can speak right now to the England head coach, Tracey Neville. Tracey, thanks for joining us. Right, tell us more about today's announcement. How important is it that England play the world's best team at home in front of home fans?
I think it's a great opportunity. I think with us coming out of the World Cup, obviously at the end of August, I think it's a great opportunity to get our fans back on board, get us supporting the England team, and obviously leading into the National Super League going into January as well.
Well, let's talk about that World Cup. Just over 2 weeks to go, isn't it? Squad depart for Australia Monday. Right, what final preparations will you be making over the next few days?
We actually finished in camp on Sunday, so the girls are now on decentralised, so they're just getting the lives together before we actually fly on Monday evening. We obviously have a big preparation when we get out to the Gold Coast first, and then we fly down to Sydney, so we've got a few warm-up games leading into our first 3 tough matches against Scotland, Jamaica and then Samoa. Well,
it is busy, isn't it? Because you open on August the 7th, as you said, against Scotland. A packed schedule, isn't it? 3 matches, 3 days. Physically, how have you been preparing the squad? Mentally as well, for the intensity and demands of a World Cup?
We've actually been on a 6-week training phase, so we've actually mocked up the actual series and the potential of where we could possibly reach within that World Cup. So physiologically, the girls are well prepared. Mentally, you can never predict whether they're prepared. We've obviously put every contingency in place, but obviously when you get out there with the media attention, the pressure on England, and obviously the pressure to actually try and knock off the top 3 teams who currently hold them positions.
All right, we mentioned the Aussies' pedigree. They'll be favourites, but I wonder, Ashes underway, traditional sporting rivalry in full swing. Can you use that to inspire them, upset the hosts and the holders, especially if they're coming to play here again in January? You can get in there, get a first hit in.
You never go out ever to lose a game, so obviously developing that winning culture's paramount. They've been holding, them and New Zealand have been holding the top 2 places for donkey's years. So they will obviously got a winning culture. They've got a belief that they will, hold on to their title. I think for England and the underdogs in respect to Jamaica, I think they're the team that are not actually being mentioned in a lot of the campaign. I just think we've just got to do our job. We've got to just stick to the grindstone and keep ourselves under the radar. At the end of the day, our job is to perform, and we've got to stop being that nearly team or that team that is good on paper but not on the court, and that is something that, as a squad, we're trying to send the message out there.
We will be cheering you all on. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Rob.